Hey, what's going on everybody? Dan here from Mandolrine coming to you live through the blue snowball covered in a sock. Today I want to make a video kind of just talking about myself. Maybe I can connect with you guys this way. I think when you know a little bit more about who you're watching on YouTube or wherever, I don't know, it makes it more relatable, and I don't know. I just want to give some people a general idea about myself and what I'm interested in, that sort of thing. So to start off with some basic information, my name's Daniel. I like to go by Dan. My old nickname is Demo. It's like the first initial of Dan and the first two letters of my last name, so D-Mo. I don't go by that so much anymore. It was more of a college name, I guess. You can call me Demo if you want. I think it's not that bad of a nickname, but it's whatever. But I'm 27 years old. I was born in 1989, so I was pretty much a 90s kid. Grew up, watching Nickelodeon and Disney and playing Nintendo.
Tamagotchi, the original virtual reality pen. Your care determines the pets you get. From Bandai.
When I was very little, we played the Nintendo Entertainment System, which was like the first Nintendo console that came out in the 80s. And we played the original Nintendo from the time I was born all the way until the Nintendo 64 came out. So I grew up, never had like a Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. We played Super Mario and all these Nintendo games, and I loved it. I remember having so many good times playing with my brothers, and I can remember laying down at night, one particular night in my childhood, and just hearing like the Mario Brothers theme song bouncing around in my head, and I had to get up out of my room, out of my bed, and go check the living room to see if my brother was playing Nintendo, because this song was just stuck in my head and I was actually like hearing this song. But yeah, we got the Nintendo 64 and that was pretty cool. But pretty much all my life I've been into gaming. Currently I have an Xbox One, which I'm about to trade for a PS Vita. I also have a 3DS, which I was just playing a moment ago. I was in my pocket because I had it in the bathroom. But I love video games. It's always been a part of my life. I had pretty much every Nintendo system aside from the Super Nintendo. I never had a Virtual Boy either. But I prefer handheld gaming. Like, I had the original 3DS in black. I had a 2DS in blue. And this is the new 3DS XL in like a red color. I also had like probably 3 or 4 Nintendo DS's, probably 4 or 5 Game Boy Advances and Game Boy Advance SPs. I guess growing up, getting a handheld device was like something I could say, this is mine. Because my brothers grew up with Game Boys, the original Game Boy. They all got theirs, and eventually I got one for my birthday, and it's just, I don't know, it always was a comforting thing to be able to take, a portable device on road trips, or to go sleep over at a friend's house and have it, or just, I don't know, I like handheld gaming, so I'm really looking forward to the Nintendo Switch. Hopefully this microphone's working, but all that to say, gaming is a big part of my life. I was just playing a little Shovel Knight here. I'll show you my 3DS home screen. Those are some of the games I've been toying around with recently. I don't really have a particular genre, but I also play a little bit of Steam. I grew up playing Counter-Strike before there was CSGO. I played Counter-Strike version 1.0, 1.1, all the way up to 1.6, and then Counter-Strike Source. And it's funny that CSGO's really popular game still. I thought that kind of died off after Counter-Strike Source came out, but I guess Global Offensive is still thriving. As far as channels I enjoy on YouTube, probably H3 Productions is my favorite channel. I think they're very funny. I really love the podcast they're doing. I've actually been I'm starting a podcast with another YouTuber called General Luck. He does like gaming videos. He's a funny guy. So we're trying to start that podcast, looking for one more person to join in. Just going to be about like YouTube news, drama, trending topics, gaming, music, movies, whatever we feel like talking about, really. I think it's just going to be a good way to, collaborate and build a relationship with you guys for both of our channels. And also, we're just doing it for fun. I think as a creator, when you talk with other people, it kind of helps you grow your ideas and get different perspectives, and I think it'll just be an overall positive experience. And I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere in Florida right now. I was living in Arizona for the last year until I lost my job, and now I'm currently living with my parents in the middle of nowhere, Florida. So pretty much YouTube is my life right now. I also suffer from crippling depression and anxiety. Just doing this video, it's hard for me to do this. But I feel after I make a video, I feel really good because it's like therapy to me to just be able to get all these thoughts off my chest. And I notice when I start a video, I feel like really shaky, but by the end, I feel like more confident. But today, the last few days, I injured my back, and I've just had a lot of back pain, and also just been depressed and sick. So, but I don't know. I think sometimes our weaknesses can become a strength. So I know I'm not like the spitting image of mental health or health in general, but I hope that someone can see that I'm trying to do something despite that, because I feel like if you just sit and wallow and have a pity party with your depression, it's just you're not gonna go anywhere. It's just like a day after day of being depressed and being lonely. And I don't want to be depressed or lonely, and I want to get better, And I know deep down I have the potential to do that, but I have to do work in some form to be able to overcome that part of myself. And I feel like if I'm not accomplished in some aspect, or if I'm not sharing, if I'm not challenging myself, then the tendency for me is to just kind of fall back into depression. Probably back in 2010, I started having problems with alcohol. In about 2012, I got sober through going to Alcoholics Anonymous and working the steps with a program and a sponsor there. That was something that was tremendously helpful to me. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably be on the streets. Alcoholism is something that left me homeless with nowhere to go. It cost me the trust of my parents. It got me in handcuffs. It brought me to the hospital. It led me to several suicide attempts, which I'm not proud to admit. But now I'm at a point where I'm still generally kind of a depressed person. And I feel like in my past I used to be a funnier person, like a happy-go-lucky person. I didn't care about many things. I do have a bit of a rocky past as far as my upbringing and my childhood go, which is the likely cause for the later mistakes I made in life. But I hope that I can use those mistakes in a way that other people who go through similar things can find some sort of hope, or see some other perspective, or learn something from the mistakes I've made in the past. So I want to do videos talking about all sorts of stuff, games, news, whatever. If you've been on my channel for a while, you see the kind of content I make. I don't want it to just be videos of me talking like this. I want to have better production quality. But like I said, the last few days I've really been struggling with my physical and mental health, so I've just had to take some time to regroup. But I'm going to get back to making videos. I have a couple things up my sleeve, some interviews that are coming shortly, and some other reaction videos. I'm trying to start a new series that I hope you guys will like. It has to do with rap music and comedy, so hopefully that'll come down the line, but I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit more about me. If you have any questions, you can ask down below in the comments, or you can tweet me at Mandorine on Twitter. Hope you're all doing well, and hope you got something out of it. Hope you got something out of this. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.